Your Honor, at this time I would like to request that all time up to 5 minutes remaining be used for my rebuttal.
Very well.
Priya Patel for the state. May I proceed?
Yes.
Your Honor, opposing counsel, ladies and gentlemen of the jury, Vanessa Sullivan was turning 21. And as we all know, that's a special time. It's a symbol, almost, of new possibilities. But unfortunately, on the night of her 21st birthday, she was killed in a car accident. But this case, this murder, doesn't begin with an accident. It begins at 2 p.m. with a choice. The choice that Danny Dawson made to drink consecutively over 11 hours before getting behind the wheel of Vanessa Sullivan's Chevrolet Impala, taking Canyon Road home, and ultimately crashing into a tree and a utility pole. Now, we as the state are here to prove to you 2 counts today. The first, driving under the influence. The second, extreme reckless murder, in which we must prove that Ms. Dawson consciously disregarded a harmful result foreseen as a likely possibility. She saw that she would put herself, not only herself, but everybody around her in danger, but still made the choices that she did anyway. And we're required to prove both of these counts to you beyond a reasonable doubt, meaning that when you render your decision about Ms. Dawson today, there won't be a question, a doubt in your mind. You'll have a lasting conviction that the choice that you made is a right one. Ladies and gentlemen of the jury, we did meet our burden today. So let's take these counts one by one, okay? The first count of driving under the influence. 4 witnesses came before you today and told you that they witnessed Danny Dawson drinking at different parts of the day, from 2 p.m. to 12:45, when she ultimately left Chuggy's Bar. Sam Lyons, Jordan James, Taylor Hobson, and Pat Lawrence all told you that Danny Dawson was drinking alcohol. Furthermore, Officer Foster came before you today and told you about 3 field sobriety tests that he performed on Miss Dawson that evening. The first, a simple eye test, following a finger. The second, standing on one leg and counting. The third, walking in a straight line. Simple things that we can do on an everyday basis. Miss Dawson was unable to perform any of these tests that evening. Now, when it comes to the count of extreme reckless murder, we must prove that Danny made a conscious decision that not only put herself, but everybody around her in danger. Now, conscious disregard is a high burden to prove, but we have proved that today. Pat Lawrence came before you today and told you that Danny ordered drink after drink after drink. But what most importantly Pat Lawrence told you was that Danny Dawson went up to Pat and asked for ADD pills. Why? For concentrating, to help her concentrate on the drive home. That in itself, ladies and gentlemen, shows that Danny Dawson knew that she was in no condition to drive. Asking for something to help you concentrate shows that you're putting not only yourself, but everybody in danger. Danny Dawson ignored a responsibility to be designated driver, a responsibility that Danny Dawson was aware of. She not only told Taylor Hobson, when they first saw each other at the bar at 7 o'clock, that she would be driving home, she also raised her hand when Pat asked who would be the designated driver that night. She also told Sam Lyons when he offered her a cab ride home. Now, being a designated driver comes with responsibilities. Being a designated driver means that you get your passengers home safely, that you take the steps to make sure that everyone gets home okay. Danny Dawson ignored those responsibilities not only by taking drink after drink after drink at Chuggy's Bar, but also by making the decision to speed and swerve on Canyon Road, a road that Danny knew was dangerous after talking to Sam Lyons, an experienced driver on Canyon Road. You heard it today, ladies and gentlemen. This road is known as the death zone. This road is dark. There are trees. There are no guardrails. Miss Dawson was aware of that. And yet, Miss Dawson chose to speed at 66 miles per hour in a 35-mile-per-hour zone. Now, I must ask you, because in order to prove recklessness, we must prove that Danny acted in a deviation of what a reasonable person would do. So think, would a reasonable person speed at 66 miles per hour in heavy rains on a dark road with no guardrails and large trees, with only one light coming from London Bennett's house? A reasonable person does not act in that manner. A reasonable person slows down and makes sure that you drop your passengers off alive. Danny Dawson ignored that. And when Taylor Hobson pleaded to slow down, all Danny could do was just say, I'm going to show you how I can really drive. All Danny was focused on was accepting a challenge to make a drive home in 10 minutes. She wasn't focused on getting people home safely by evening. That in itself, ladies and gentlemen, is reckless. Find Danny Dawson guilty. Thank you.
Thank you.